right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Bojack Horseman, Season 6, Episode 8. Last episode was wonderful.
Last
it was
episode
incredible.
Was uplifting, was wholesome, it was powerful.
Cup of hot
positive.
cocoa on a cold winter day. Yeah.
So I guess this is the, first episode of the last half of the final season of the... Because, I mean, that
Sure.
episode felt like a finale.
That was... Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's... Well, because it's... You know, we had all the side stories, and then we went back basically to Bojack, and it just... I don't know. It felt like definitely an end cap of that segment of the season for sure.
Yeah, so I definitely think this episode is going to be, massive, deep Bojack focus. We're not going to spend as much time on the side characters this episode. We're going to really
I'm down.
Big stuff with him here.
Yeah, let's do it.
But, yeah, y'all... Let's go. Without further ado, let's get into this. Ooh. Ominous.
Oh, back here. Wait.
Smiled at me on my walk this morning. In small pleasures such as this, I'm reminded of the presence of the Lord.
She's back here.
To hesitate is to waste time, which is a sin
Marguerite.
when time could be elsewise spent in prayer. Or hand-washing Monsignor Toscani's 1962 Alfa Romeo.
Yet I find myself consumed by thoughts of my past.
You've confessed. Your sins have been washed clean. A1 stuff. What are we talking
Yeah.
about here?
The people I've hurt,
Oh, no.
are they washed clean as well?
Your regrets are of no benefit to the Lord.
Is it solipsism to be concerned with the fates of others? Cloistering oneself from the world is itself a form of solipsism. One were being ungenerous.
Remember when you first arrived here and you didn't talk for 2 years?
I will trouble you no further, Mother.
The way she went into, regular speak there.
What dereliction is this?
Yeah!
Get to heaven, look up Margot Martindale. I won't be there, but my movies will.
That is such a line. I love it. Oh my god.
I was like, that is Chekhov's, 1962.
Also, I love that the first thing the nun said basically was hey, don't waste time, that's a sin. And then proceeds to use way too many words to say what she means.
Yep. Sinful. Hatut.
Yeah. And at the end, it's hey, bitch, you didn't say anything for 2 weeks when you came here. Oh, I like that. Like him falling back in the dark, but then suddenly
Diane!
Hey!
I want to know what's changed since the strike. Are assistants treated better, or have things reverted to business as usual?
Paige Sinclair is on her way up.
Ah, shit. She's the best reporter this building's ever seen, but god damn is that woman a pain in the ass.
You may find my gown overly formal for the workplace, but that is because I am, as of today, formally a member of this vaulted institution. We wed tonight, and the newsroom is no room for a domesticated woman. I bid you farewell.
Time may not but this periodical
No wasting
certainly does.
time.
Maximilian Banks at my service. I may lack your nose for news, but I've got an eyeball for a highball.
This man couldn't string together two clauses without ending on a preposition.
I don't know what you're referring to.
He did it.
Guys, we're trying to work here.
Yeah.
No matter, I shan't be staying. My sweet betrothed Baxter Bellamy awaits with champagne to chauffeur me directly to my nuptial.
I'll have you know it's almost time for my mid-morning confabulation with a former stage mother to the stars, Mrs. Carol Himmelfarb. Yes, she is as loony as a Canadian dollar, but she is a scintillating conversationalist.
What about the conversation scintillate?
Oh my
Calls
god.
every day to see if we have any information on her dead daughter.
Sounds like a scoop.
It's not. It's a pop star who overdosed. Open and shut case. Why do you have that?
Baxter, my boy, my dear, sweet, beautiful bridegroom.
This just keeps going.
Jacob, do you know who they're talking about?
Darling, I've already committed to being your wife. What, you need to hear a few measly words when I do?
Oh.
Do want you to wait for me to ring you again shortly. I knew you'd understand. Now, as to the girl, I smell beans. Spill 'em.
The girl's name
Yep.
was Sharon Lynn.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Don't you touch my...
Did you ever notice that this music video takes place in a planetarium? And Sarah Lynn died in a planetarium?
Hey, Tawny, are we going to this party? I didn't come all the way down to Manhattan to just watch you
Oh,
watch your
shit.
boyfriend be on the internet at his parents' fancy house.
It's not Trey's fault. He grew up in an Upper West Side brownstone.
Also, I'm not her boyfriend.
What? No, if we show up before 2, everyone's gonna think we're losers.
Can't we do something else while we wait?
Wait, before 2 a.m.?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The Big Apple.
Yeah.
That's the nice place.
Apparently, there's a bar around here called Hardigans. My cousin and his friends call it They Don't Cardigans.
Let's go to the top of the Empire State Building, like the big ape in that movie, Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh my gosh.
Ella?
That place you sent me didn't fix me, because I am not a thing to be fixed.
We're having bacon-blasted chicken fingers from Chicken for Days.
I'm not staying. I'm going to a place where people accept me.
That place is right here.
Oh, Daddy.
That's what I wish I'd said. I haven't seen Ella in 4 years.
Oh my god.
I get an extra bucket of bacon-blasted chicken fingers just for her. So if she ever comes home, she'll know she's welcome at our table.
Oh! Hey!
Oh!
Yeah.
I do notice it's not as Chicken for Days focused as maybe it seemed in the outline stage.
You want a close-up of the bucket?
Ooh, I think that would make it feel like a commercial. And what's so innovative about this content is that it's not.
No.
Our target demo responds poorly when they feel they're being advertised to, but they love stories that engage them on their level. Themes of inclusivity, as well as dunking on the old.
Is there any way to get more of that in?
Well, we already shot the ad.
Not an ad.
The immersive product placement journey. Maybe I can find takes that are in more of a dunking tone.
Thank you for letting us help you share your beautiful vision with the world.
Thank you.
Oh,
Damn.
that's painful.
I just don't believe it. You're a way better director than I am. If you told me when we were starting out that one day you'd be doing chicken commercial while I'm directing another action-adventure blockbuster, this one set in the world of competitive ballroom dancing. Working title, Balls to the Wall.
You'd be super stoked?
Yeah, first I'd be really stoked, but then eventually I would get around to being outraged. It is fun that we're both working on the same lot, though. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to her.
What are these new pages?
Oh. Yeah.
I spent time preparing the other pages. That's precious time I'll never get back. Why are you throwing new things at me?
The insurance guys are nixing the car chase, so we put together a new hand-to-hand combat scene that we're going to throw on top of the merengue number. It's more time spent on your face.
Yeah, but...
Ever since I directed you in that episode of FBI, Female Body Inspectors, I thought, I gotta give this woman a close-up.
When am I learning this stunt?
April's gonna be on set. She'll make sure you understand the stunt.
And you're not gonna get choked.
I didn't mean to bite your head off. I just don't like being surprised, okay?
Yeah, the holding of the neck. Yeah.
I'm actually being really cool here. I'm not some kind of monster just because I don't like surprises. I'm number one on the call sheet. I'm entitled to a little respect. I've worked on projects where the number one on the call sheet was like an actual crazy person.
You are being so cool.
And then she reads it.
Can you wait until you're out of earshot to make your exasperated sighs?
Yeah.
Sorry.
A frisbee tournament. That's not how frisbee plays.
I'm a good director.
Yes, but Justin's movies make actual money.
I didn't break into the Nixon Library alone, and yet I'm the only one whose career has suffered. Why do you think that is?
I don't know by what
Oh
fancy
my God.
debates push us about in their great cosmic dance.
Oh my God.
What about these stories I keep hearing about how people want to hire more female directors?
They want to. They want to so bad.
So
Just
bad.
For this particular project.
Which particular project?
Anyone.
Even Roman Polanski works more than I do, and he should be in actual jail.
For his last couple of movies, at least.
Not for his last couple of movies.
Carol, be a doll and tell this dame what you told me.
Why my daughter would start using again. The last voicemail I ever got from her, a month before she died.
I got out of a meeting and we're making amends, so I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm such a disappointment. My platinum records clashed with the chic minimalism of your new sunroom. I didn't introduce you as my older sister when we met David Hasselhoff at the Kids' Choice Award. Never been enough for you, Mommy!
What an angel. She just wanted me to be happy.
At the beginning, she says we're making amends. Who's this we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pulling on the fate thread.
Yep.
Oh,
We don't
shit.
have to go to this party if you don't want to.
What? I'm the one who keeps saying, let's go to the party. The only reason I came down here was so we could go to this party and get drunk.
Everyone's avoiding the thing that's kind of traumatized them and or pulling on the thing that Bojack has influenced them with.
I keep waiting for this famous peer pressure I've heard so much about, and it never happens.
You want to go have a drink? Your peer. Pressuring you.
Your peer, haha.
I'm nervous about losing control.
Yeah.
Drinking alcohol might not be for you.
But I don't want to be scared of something that's supposed to be fun.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I'm gonna lose control, I don't want it to be in front of people I know.
Okay, weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
Not a thing to be fixed, Daddy. Do you think we should ADR her saying Daddy-O? Is Daddy-O more of a dunk?
No. Don't do it.
Hello? Am I speaking to the future director of Fire Flame? It's a superhero movie.
Ugh, another one?
Lady superhero, which means this one you could actually get hired on. Ugh, you think Justin Kenyon said I want them to hire me just because I'm a man? He says money, 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 nom, nom, nom.
I have to say that.
Besides, they don't want this to be just another superhero movie. Superhero movie with a twist.
What, they want me to pitch the twist?
No,
Oh,
the
God.
twist is that it's a woman.
Wow.
I want to hear your take, by which I mean they want you as a woman to tell them their take.
We run out of popular male characters, and we've given them each 2 sequels. We have to make a movie about Fire Flame.
I think that's really edgy and
Wow.
outside the box.
We really think Fire Flame can connect with today's Yas Queen culture.
She comes in. She saves the day. Everyone loves her.
Wow.
We are obviously going to hear a lot of takes, but it seems like you have a special connection to the material.
I do.
Wow.
Yeah, the exasperated sigh. Yep.
Yep.
This is so crazy how much this is circling around Bojack, but we're not focusing on him.
If Sarah Lynn was going to meetings
Oh my
here, someone
God.
must have seen her. Starlet was alone when she died, right? But there was someone else with her while she was blotto. What did they see and why weren't they mentioned in the police report?
Get a when and a where in there, and we've got ourselves a story.
Oh.
Someone in this building might just offer the key that opens the gate to the garden with the tree that bears the fruit that is our scoop. Excuse me, kind stranger. I'm writing
Damn.
a story on the efficacy of your program.
Oh?
I understand one of the pillars is anonymity.
What's up, Craig Ferguson here? I don't know why I said that.
I really shouldn't say it's anonymous, but I have seen Robert Downey Jr.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Sarah Lynn, I've seen.
Really?
About a month before she died. It was pretty clear she was using.
Well, how do you feel? Did she say something?
Her friend?
Large fella. I think he was a horse or a bull, maybe. He told a story, though. I remember that. It was about a trip he took to New Mexico.
Oh?
Yeah, it was about a girl and a mother. I think he had sex with the girl, or maybe he had sex with the mother.
His name, perhaps?
No. I remember the girl's name. The girl from his story. The one in New Mexico. Said her name was Penny Carson. And that's her real name. You could look her up. Why does he want us to look her up?
So she's sexy, but don't you call her sweetheart.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Stop. What? I'm sorry, I can't let you.
Excuse me.
Oh, but the movie you want, it's just not realistic.
Sure it is. Wendy Wiggum made fire as a baby, and now she holds the power of the fire flame.
She saves the day, and everybody loves her? I mean, yeah, that makes sense if she's a man, but it's never worked like that for me.
It's about an exotic dancer who's also interdimensional.
No, I mean the rules are different for women. Nobody loves you. People take you for granted. Or worse, they resent you. The more powerful you are, the more they'll try to take your power away.
Damn.
I just think if your movie is smart, you'll acknowledge that. Being a superhero is hard, otherwise everyone would do it.
Thank you for...
Maybe that is a bad superhero movie, not aspirational enough. I don't know. But it's real, and it's different.
True.
Also, in my version, she's gay. Okay, bye.
I don't know. That's a bit too much. you know?
Yeah. Clearly not fit for a studio, you know. Hey, that's a happy sigh.
You're not bad. For a beginner.
Wrong on both counts. I'm no beginner, and I'm very bad.
Oh, wait. It's not going to be a choke thing. Let me guess. It's going to be a... Yeah.
Ow! What the hell?
Cut!
Yep. Shit.
Why did you drop me?
Why'd you scream at me? Hey, guys.
I didn't know he was gonna dip me.
Said to have fun with it.
Yeah, I meant fun energy. I didn't mean to change the choreography. Okay, let's everybody cool down.
Do not tell me to cool down like I'm the crazy person here. I'm just trying to have a safe workplace environment.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm going home.
Gina, we need to get the sequence in here.
Not my problem.
I get that you're mad, and you're totally right, but everybody else here...
Not my problem.
You got that dip, though, right?
Okay.
Okay. Trey and I will be in the coat room doing hand stuff. Otherwise, you don't know anybody here.
Shit.
So look around the room and tell me what you see.
I see people.
Yeah.
Partying, passing out.
What else do you see?
Books, pizza boxes.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah.
See
So
an
smart.
Odd amount of floor poofs.
Okay.
Good job.
Say your name.
Hollyhock.
Last name too.
Yeah.
No, we'll be here all night.
Any calmer?
Yeah, actually.
Way to go, dude!
Nice.
It's a trick my psychiatrist taught me.
Yeah!
It's supposed to help you ground yourself.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Except for the saying your name part, that's not really part of it. I just wanted to know your name.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm Peter, by the way. Just so you don't have to wait for me to have an anxiety attack, too.
Hollyhock.
Yeah, I know. Party's kind of crowded. You want to go get some air?
Yeah, it's pretty cold out.
That's true.
But we're wearing jackets.
Also true.
Oh.
Keep the cake cold and the flowers fresh for just a moment long.
I
I know.
When shall I return? Well, I haven't sorted that out yet. It seems I've gone to New Mexico for a spell.
Oh.
And there's
shit.
the water
So I
tower.
wanted to talk to you because I'm directing a new movie.
Fire Flame, get that money.
So I need an actress, someone tough but vulnerable. I know you're working with Gina Cazador.
Look, if you've seen her work, you know what she can do. She's very versatile, really talented.
I can't risk any drama on set. There's too much riding on this for me.
I can't recommend her,
No?
especially if you have a lot of stunts. She can be a little difficult. I worked with her a couple of years ago. She was great, but you know who'd be perfect? Courtney Portnoy. I've heard nothing but good things.
Damn.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's fine. You're not even supposed to like it yet. It tastes okayer over time.
I'm kind of aspiring to be okayer over time.
I actually didn't even drink for like all of college. I had some shit go down in high school. You know, there was this girl in my town. Had this man living in her house. Totally weird, right? Okay, so this girl was best friends with my girlfriend. We all went to prom together, and the man.
Wait, the man went to prom?
No way!
This guy bought us bourbon and practically forced us to drink it.
Ah!
He just ditched us at the ER.
Was your girlfriend okay?
Yeah. I mean, it was scary in the moment. We were there all night.
Oh my god.
And I was pretty traumatized for a while. But things are good now. Things are good. It wasn't the alcohol's fault, or Maddie's fault, or my fault. It was just some shitty dude, you know? The guy. He's actually kind of famous. I never heard of him, but it turns out he's kind of a movie star.
Who is he?
End credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! This
Holy
episode was
shit.
horrifying! This episode was horrifying!
The dream is collapsing.
I cannot! They brought us all the way to...
I thought for sure this was going to happen a while ago.
Yeah.
No. We're going to wait until he actually changes and everything and is like putting his life back together, and then it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because he doesn't... Because before it just would have been like, yes, I'm terrible, you know, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have chills. I am shaking right now.
I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah. The amount of things that they've set up to domino fall.
Well, all right.
All
Okay.
right, yeah. Last episode, just forget all that.
Oh
no.
boy. Oh,
no.
shit.
Oh no.
I do not feel okay.
I'm not okay.
Queasy and like, oh god.
Like, he did all these things, though.
Yeah.
He did all these things.
Yep. And what's...
Oh,
I love that. So I especially love the use of the dude at the party.
Yes.
In that, he has moved on in a lot of ways.
Completely.
But he probably got some of those anxiety problems as a result of that day.
Oh,
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like that. Or
sure.
that was very much the implication, right? So it's the thing of, you know, it's not just in the past, right?
No.
Like, you know, it's because the argument could be made of like, hey, in this situation, even though we are getting a perspective on a person that you would not normally get in a situation like this because we're watching a TV show, Bojack is actually changing.
Right.
Way to go. Awesome. This is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Right? He's done a lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
And I love how specific we're getting with it. Gina choking her, nearly killing her.
Yep.
Fucking Sarah Lynn
Yep.
indirectly kind of sort of killing her. Hollyhock, just everything there. Oh my God, the stuff that happened in New Mexico.
Right.
Just everything.
Yeah. So I'm. All right, cool. Here's the conflict, right? Like, everything was going so smoothly in the previous episode, right? Like, we're only halfway through the show, or the season. All right. I have to know how this is gonna go. Like, because
we're gonna shatter him. We're going to destroy him. He's going to be absolutely decimated down to the finest pieces, and we're gonna just watch him blow away in the wind. Because I don't think that he's done enough with the people around him positively that they're going to rally around him and be like, we're going to get you through this.
No, absolutely. Well, and within the context of the idea that this show is about Bojack as a person and whether or not he can grow, this is now the ultimate test, and so then makes total sense why it's not happening until the last season and after he's made the growth and all of that stuff, right?
So that he can have the response that actually is the most interesting and most,
and we can get the confirmation that this is something that actually goes deep rather than all the stuff we've seen in the past where, hey, things are easy for a bit, cool, and then when stuff gets hard, well, this wasn't actual real deep change, and so he reverts, right? And so if he can get through this, fantastic.
Right.
He won absolutely.
But he's going to prison. Like he's going away. Like this is going to be crazy. Because some of the things that he did are the kinds of things where it's just straight, jail time, prison time, boom, just simple, done. But some of the other things are things where, like, you might have so much shame about how just fucked up some of the things that you've done that you might not be able to live with yourself, Bojack.
Well, and there's all the things that we know from the show that were gone over in this episode by the journalist, but there's also that whole point from the conversation with Diane, back in the end towards the end of season 5 of the what you think there wasn't other shit? Yeah. Like I've been around a long time, right? Like that stuff's gonna come out too. So
I mean that was the whole thing of the fear of basically Sharona when she was brought up in the last episode.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That was another example of that,
Yeah, so this will be a doozy.
Well, I'm glad that they're dedicating an arc to it then.
Yeah.
Because basically what they did was they gave us nice little end cap to the Bojack rehab arc. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. And now the second half is all right, now we destroy Bojack. Now we've been deconstructing this character for the purpose of, exploration of his own, psyche and what have you. But now we're going to actually,
Oh, yeah.
We're not ending this in prepositions anymore.
Right. All the Death Star lasers are firing to make the one giant laser.
They even double fired on the same laser through the kid at the party, and then end up...
oh, sure. It's... Wow. And the thing is that there were so many things all throughout the past, like the bit of he seemed really like he really wanted us to know her name, like things like that were like in the show up until now where, we're waiting, we're like, oh my God, what the fuck, this is going to go so badly. And the decision of the show to be like, no.
Not yet.
Not yet. That...
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason why he was saying her name so much was so that they could end up getting her info, basically. and find her parents, right?
No, not for that. It was because he was wanting to basically prove what a horrible person he was, if I recall correctly, right? And so it's what, you think that shit's bad?
Okay.
Let me tell you about the shit I've done, right?
Well, that's
why he did it in the bragging kind of way.
Well, isn't that the implied thing? Like we didn't see that event, right?
No, we did. That was when he was with Sarah Lynn, because then after that they ended up going to her like high school or college or whatever, right?
Okay.
And he's like, oh, I have to make this right. And then she's like, Bojack, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here, right?
Oh, gotcha. So that's right. Yeah.
Man.
Okay, but I gotta say, this episode was funny as fuck, though.
Oh, it was hilarious.
The way in which the Bojack story will every once in a while go absolutely ridiculous for the purpose of introducing a character.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the investigative reporter combination with the smarmy mustachio.
Oh yeah, it's almost breaking the fourth wall with how this is another story that just busted into this.
Oh yeah.
But
But it's straight up out of a murder mystery novel, unlikely duo investigating kind of thing. This is straight up something out of one of those old Agatha Christie novels.
Even to the point of their banter being too witty, even for Bojack Horseman as a show.
Oh,
you know, right?
Far too witty.
Yeah,
it was hilarious, so fucking funny. But also, I just find it very comical that through this whole episode, Bojack gets side mentioned, but his name is actually never said the entire episode.
Whoa.
So that when at the end,
they're
like, who is he?
Mm-hmm.
And then they cut. It's yes, that was all for the punchline. That was all for the joke.
Right.
And my ass was thinking that because of the previous episode, this episode's going to focus entirely on Bojack.
And
oh my God, it was! Without showing him or saying his name even once.
Yeah.
This series
he's not getting that job at the university.
No, I know, but this series is comedy fucking genius sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
This was dark comedy, but I just found that whole thing so perfect.
I'm very curious to see how the people around Bojack respond when all of this stuff comes up, because the person that they've known and the person that they've interacted with, there's they know he's been an absolute scumbag.
Watch, they're going to be character witnesses, dude.
No, oh yeah,
they're going to be the people that are like, no, this is kind of the person that he is.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
He's changed, but But
yeah,
that's
but that stuff still happened.
I knew. Yeah.
Right, and when they start to realize just how much there is, because
it's just going to keep stacking.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
all right.
It's great because in a lot of ways, there was no other way,
of course,
that this could
right.
go.
And yet
they did the whole thing of, hey, we're going to make it all comedic and convenient and all line up in this way for our enjoyment, our sick enjoyment.
But thematically, it's been
thematically,
and plot-wise, it's been so established that this needs to happen.
Bubbling out of
right, that the coincidence of it and the exaggerated ridiculity, or whatever, ridiculousness of this situation just adds to the impact, right? And the idea that this show has set up such a pattern of hey, episode 11s are gonna suck, and then episode 12s will be that hey, the bomb to make you still excited for the next season, right? And then the first episode's gonna set the tone for the season, right, and sort of tell you where it's gonna go and where it's gonna end. It bamboozled me after 5 seasons of adhering to that principle, so that we knew, and it was planned around us being in on the structure so that we could prepare ourselves for it. And then this season comes along, and I actually believed that, okay, right, but this one's gonna be kind of different, right? Things are going so well, but God. Wow.
I'm just looking at all the
movie posters,
and then the setup for then the totally not an ad, bit in there. and the way it's shot in such a way that once we transition fully to the story side of things, he walks fully in front of the chicken bucket and blocks it.
Right.
I love, of all the ways to bring back one of my favorite side characters in Kelsey, Kelsey Jennings. I love her character so much, but it's just the way in which we took something so silly as this totally not a product placement, totally not an ad here, as someone is desperate for basically more, money to pay for their daughter's tuition, ends up on this whole segue into the totally not, just some, I don't know, scummy Zack Snyder kind of guy here, because I think that's who this is implying to be, making basically really crazy action movies. But then for the Gina setup here, and all the body language with Gina is very much like she's been traumatized.
Oh yeah.
By
and so now
unpredictable men basically.
Well, and now people are like, oh, she's this controlling bitch basically, right?
No. Just the idea of the way in which this whole scene unfolds with him then knocking and then just suddenly in her. Thing there, all the things that she's calling out, the way that she's holding her, neck at multiple points.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. And then as a result of, as a result of the thing that happened and her very normal response to thing that happened, right? The only takeaway that he has is, actually, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily hire her. She's kind of difficult to work with right now. It's like,
yeah. Yeah, the way in which we've emphasized over and over over the course of the story that Bojack is the character that we're focused on because he's the most broken and complex of the characters here.
Yeah.
But to take the whole, there was a line of heroin named after me. Bojack kills, yeah,
I mean, well, that's hence starting it with the Sarah Lynn thing, right? Because that is, she was doing better, and I love how the mom is so entirely clueless and wrong, except about the fact that she was doing better.
Right.
Like
everything else is wrong.
Everything else is wrong. Everything.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and especially, like, I don't think she still even knows about the abuse that was implied from the stepdad, right? No. But she does know my girl was doing better.
Yeah.
And then she died.
Yeah. So what's going on there?
Right.
The instincts were right.
Yeah.
But, everything else was wrong. But, wow. All right, y'all. I'm just impressed that we so masterfully subverted the direction that might have been slightly implied by the previous episode for the, hey, we can't ignore this.
Right.
So let's make it a little bit comedic and a little bit on the nose. And then also just not have the titular, main character show up in this episode. Which, is this the first time that's actually happened? Too?
Maybe. I don't necessarily think so.
No, I think so.
I feel like there would have been a side character episode.
I think there was a flashback episode with the past stuff. But even then, that started with Bojack. I believe every single episode they've had the Bojack character be in it, even if it's him as a kid. But I think this is the first episode. I'm pretty sure this is also the first episode where we've never.
I could see it.
Seen him in the series.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, but I could see. I could see that being the case.
Yeah.
And also, I gotta say, well, I think you're absolutely right with the whole character witness thing of hence bringing all these other characters in. And I think she'll still have character witness stuff that she'll end up saying because he did end up ruining her life.
Who are you talking about?
I'm really glad Kelsey's back.
Oh yeah.
I'm really glad about that, and I feel like because maybe the stuff that happened with her, yes, it was as a result of Bojack, but not as, that wasn't as much of Bojack's fault. I feel like yes, he absolutely convinced her to do this thing, but that was a lot of higher up bullshit with regards to like how it played out, you know? And he did really try to like make things right after. I feel like there was the least like, oh shit, you know, like this has so many like crazy implications of, you know, all that stuff when she came back.
Right.
And so I was just able to be like, oh cool, we get to see Kelsey again. Yeah, this is probably going to tie into the whole things are going to go bad for Bojack, but like, cool, we get to see Kelsey again. She got that movie, damn it, you know? Awesome.
Gobble up that money. I also want to throw out a very dark theory that I don't believe is true, but I just want to bring this up. It's a very, very disturbing theory here. So we got the character that saw Hollyhock having the panic attack in the party.
Oh,
What do you think Hollyhock's about to have in about 3 seconds?
Absolutely. Yeah. And
so on one hand, just the fact that I think that was done very on the nose there. 2, do you think he recognizes her? Goes, no.
I don't.
She kind of looks like him, but not
maybe,
really.
I don't think so. I think what's more likely is that we could get into a situation where he ends up thinking maybe that like the thing that Hollyhock had that is the reason why she has the freakouts beforehand is not as much of like a Bojack's fault kind of a thing, right? Her concern about the alcohol is because yes, this person that was close to me, he had a lot of problems with alcohol, and so I don't, you know, right? Of course, that would make alcohol be something that she's like, what's the, you know, how do I interact with this, right?
Sure,
but then with regards to things of like, you know, the getting drugged, that was Bojack's mom. But the thing is that when it comes to all of this shit coming out and everything, and especially if she has a panic attack after all this stuff and he sees this and everything, he's probably going to, you know, like he's not going to know what's going on, right? And so there could be situations where then people end up being like, what else is out there, right? And then, yeah, even if Bojack didn't like directly, you know, ruin Hollyhock's life in any way, right?
Yeah.
You know, like...
It's where we are, though.
Yeah.
It's where we are. But, oh, my God. I'm so excited for the next episode. But, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So, yeah, I think if that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.